I forgot who we were even talking about. That's how uninspired this roster is. What's TSM got? Yo, TSM, what you got? They got Smoothie. Oh, who that Golden Guardians got? They got Olay. CLG, favorite team. Why are they not first? Because I try to be as objective as possible. What is this, a Donald Trump speech? Okay, we gotta restart this. We gotta restart this because this is all garbage. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new video. The League season, LCS season, is upon us, and I would feel just terrible if I didn't put this out. Now, I probably actually wouldn't, but you know what? I got strong opinions, and I'm here to share them with you today, okay? I want to provide you with my power rankings for the LCS before the season even starts. Here are some tentative power rankings. Obviously, they will adjust as the weeks go on. I'll try to keep updated with them. Really will. At number 1, we have Team Liquid. And what I want to say here is it's important to note that for these teams, we're talking domestic performance, right? Liquid, Double Lift, not too good on the international stage last year, but domestic. So they're debatably the most domestically dominant team last year. And they made 2 objective upgrades, right? We got support and the mid-roll. We got Core JJ and we got Jensen. 2 pretty objective upgrades to see. And like, you added top internationally performing people. So you got 2 great upgrades. You got Core JJ and you got Jensen. I think they bring a lot of value to this team. Now, you're taking a really dominant domestic team. You're making it better. What you going to get? Number 1, Team Liquid. Number 1. I think that about sums it up really nice. Number 2, we got 100 Thieves. And now I know it's really easy to be like, oh man, they really sucked at Worlds. Oh man, they should have probably even gotten in. But I think that they're pretty good here. They got relevant talent in every role. Maybe not the best. I mean, that's kind of C9's thing, but maybe not the best. But pretty good. And they upgraded both their ADC and mid lane. But what do? We took Wang, we put him in the bot lane. So it's a straight upgrade ADC-wise. We took Huhi in the mid lane. Huhi maybe isn't the exact upgrade that maybe 100 Thieves was looking for, but it's definitely an upgrade that has a lot of potential. Maybe the downside being they got about what they left. But domestically speaking, taking a team that did relatively well, 2nd and 4th, adding a little bit of spice to that mid lane, and adding a straight upgrade to the bot lane in the ADC position, I think that puts 100 Thieves pretty solidly at 2nd place. Number 3, TSM. Now, I think from here on down the list, there's a lot more to unpack than the top 2 teams. So TSM here is essentially, Broken Blade was the big news of the offseason, right? Broken Blade on TSM. What does it mean? Is he good? Look at all these highlights. This kid's crazy. But he's still really relatively an unknown to see him in this league. Keeping Grig is kind of an unknown in itself, in the fact that he didn't really hold his team back, but he didn't really do much for them either, right? So putting Grig in the same position either allows him to get better or really kind of stay the same. And I don't think that Smoothie and Broken Blade, Smoothie being the addition to support, throwing Smoothie in there, known talent, known great support talent, putting him in this bot lane, throwing Broken Blade up in the top, I think it could shore this team together pretty well, but you got Grig and Broken Blade as the 2 big question marks on this team. Why do they go here? Why does TSM go number 3? You got a good coach with TSM and 2 question marks. Now, it's really up to Zix and this org to see what they can do with those 2 question marks and what that really means for TSM moving forward. Number 4, I got Cloud9. Now, C9 is 4th. You may be like, oh my god, why aren't they 2nd? Why aren't they, 3rd? Why are they 4th? Why are you doing this to us? They went to semis. And they've done the best at Worlds for NA ever. But I honestly think that the loss of Jensen from this team brings this team's stock down quite a bit. Now you might be saying, Niski's not that bad. He could fit in pretty well. He did okay. He's a little bit unknown, but we'll see. I think C9 built up a little too many brownie points, and that's why you're going to find him higher on other lists. C9 has built up a lot of brownie points from, you know, 3rd, 4th place at Worlds. And I think this is where they run out. I think this is where C9 finally breaks out of their routine of being 3rd in NA as far as the 3rd team qualifying for Worlds, and they finally just don't make it. So there's a lot of high upside if Nisqy really, like, stops being a question mark and starts becoming a known quantity and a good one. Cloud9 has such a high ceiling. I feel like Cloud9 could, you know, beat out 100 Thieves for 2nd spot, and like it in the world of crazy, I think they could beat out Liquid for number 1. Number 5, Golden Guardians. They're the leader in the crusade for developing talent in NA, right? And it's a noble quest. It's a noble quest, but we found that building them from underwhelming players is not great from building a team and building a fan base standpoint. They took a different approach this time. Instead of taking super underwhelming players, they revamped that top side, threw in Haunter, threw Olay in that bot lane, and we kept Deathly. I mean, this team has a crazy high upside. I do think 5 is kind of that upside, and having a Narrow, though, brings this team from a number 7 team to a number 5 team. Now, if you give Narrow this team, I think it's a number 5 easy. And again, as we go down this list, you kind of got to give more and more credence and points away for the coaches and what they've done with their teams in the past. Number 5, that's why they're there. Golden Guardians. Super excited to see them. That's a hell of a lot better than 10th. Number 6. 6. CLG. It's really hard to put your favorite team at the 6th spot. But when I see CLG last year, and I look at the changes that they made, what do we got? Stixxay and Biofrost holding their own pretty well. We're going to keep that there. In Power of Evil. Now, Power of Evil is a straight objective upgrade to the mid lane. Hands down. But what this team needed to do better was kind of a topside revamp, and Wiggly is more of a question mark than an answer, right? Power of Evil is a decent answer. It's a nice way to gel and sort that. It's a great start. And it's really underwhelming to see Darshan stay and Wiggly stay. It would have been nice to reach out and grab some other jungler. It would have been really beneficial to go out, grab a top laner, grab a different jungler. This team is easily 4 higher. Easy. But when you see CLG last year, you look at what they really changed. They got Weldon. He's bringing in the right staff, hopefully. He's creating a culture that benefits CLG, hopefully. Wiggly will do well and take this team above where they ended last year, hopefully. CLG is the hopefully team, right? And you don't do well with hopefully. CLG, number 6, that's playoffs, okay? But it's not good, and I'm not favoring them in a lot of matchups. Number 6. That's why they're there. Number 7, Echo Box. The best term and the best phrase I can use to describe this team is on the cusp. We got Solo, Lorlo, Rush, Phoenix, Apollo, and Hakuho. On the cusp. None of them stand out. It's like, yes, Echo Solo is gonna dominate lane. It's not gonna happen. Let's try that out. Let's try it on another one. Rush, I've never heard of Rush. Rush isn't gonna do much. Phoenix is underwhelming most of the time. Apollo did well sometimes. Hakuho plays with Apollo. It's a very on the cusp team. Hopefully with Song, this team has potential, but they're gonna do markedly worse than Spring Split last year, and it's gonna show. I got Echo Fox at a solid number 7. Number 8, Clutch Gaming, and you gotta wonder a little bit. Trombone Novals, you are freaking insane. How could you put a team with Huni on it? Huni, the man, the 1v9 champion, in 8th place. And honestly, I don't think he's enough to carry this makeshift Echo Fox roster that Clutch has put together. It's been a while since we've seen Piglet in the LCS proper, but it's been so long that we forget that Piglet brings the Dardoch effect. Piglet brings a level of animosity to teams known as the Dardoch effect. I've coined it. It's mine. It's probably been used before, but I call it. Hopefully Huni can do to Piglet what he did with Dardoch and like shape him up and get him to play and get him to get along. I just don't see it. Maybe McScragg pulls this team together. This is new. This is a lot of new, and trying to put Piglet and Huni and take this weird ass Echo Fox zombie roster and make it work is gonna be weird. Number 8, Clutch Gaming. Number 9, Optic Gaming. And I saw the new roster and I thought at every level but Crown that this team has a lot to prove. I mean, a lot. Nobody but Crown has a talent just oozing from them. At the end of the day, Optic is trying the same formula that they tried last year, and that's put a fantastic mid laner around a level of suboptimal teammates and try the SKT thing. But SKT proved if you put an elite level mid laner in a team of subpar players, it doesn't quite yield you the same results. The talent that they had assembled is still on teams. If you break this roster apart, I don't. Dokla, maybe. Meteos, he's on his way out. Dardoch is gonna be gone somewhere next split. Crown, great addition. Arrow, yeah, I mean, I guess he did some good stuff. But this, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Optic Gaming, number 9, for trying the we're gonna be SKT but worse experiment. Number 9, Optic Gaming. And number 10, Flyquest. Someone's got to go, and I'm sorry, but it's got to be Flyquest. Viper, Santorin, Pobelter, Wild Turtle, JJ. Look at this team and tell me, besides maybe, and I am talking a hard maybe, who stands out to you on this roster? Pobelter? He's average. He's top 5. He's pretty good because he's good. He's just not a huge top tier caliber. Wild Turtle. He chokes in playoffs. Like, can this team do well? Should I put them above Optic? Probably. Honestly, this should probably be the 9th place team, but you look at Optic and there's just more talent there, right? I don't see Flyquest up against Optic, Flyquest coming out on top every time. And I do see Optic coming out more times than I see Flyquest. It's an underwhelming roster, and I would expect underwhelming results. That's why I have to put Flyquest here at 10th place. And those are my before the season starts, even starts, power rankings for the LCS. Thank you so much for watching, and until my next video, which is hopefully next week. Hopefully we do this every week. I gotta stay on top of my shit here. Hopefully it's next week. Have a good one.